Hi, I'm Henry from Perennials Garden Center, and welcome to week 2 of our Perennial of the Week series for 2014. Today we're coming at you from our courtyard, and we've got a couple of great perennials for you for this week that I think will really give you some great color for the garden and be very easy to grow. And that's our Pow Wow series of Echinaceas. Now there's two in the series. There's Pow Wow Wildberry and Pow Wow White. And both of these combine up with a great number of plants in the garden that you can use so many different ways. Now, Echinaceas, at one point or another, I think most of us have probably grown Echinacea in the garden. It's a very easy, low-maintenance plant to grow. The Pow Wow series, they're going to top out probably around 18 to 24 inches in the garden. And, very low maintenance on these. You just want to make sure you take the old flower heads off to encourage new blooming. You want to keep an eye on the water when you first plant them. But after that, they do have some really great drought tolerance to them. But also, too, what's nice about them is that they make a really great plant for a butterfly garden, so butterflies are going to really enjoy this. Also, too, in the fall, if you do leave some seed heads on there to mature, things like goldfinches are actually going to go after the seed, so it's actually kind of fun to watch the goldfinches bob back and forth as they're trying to get the seed out of the flower heads of these. So now, as I mentioned, there's a lot of great plants you can combine with the Pow Wows. The first one we have here today is going to be this wonderful Coreopsis Early Sunrise. Now, Coreopsis Early Sunrise is going to top out around 18-20 inches approximately. It's got a nice rich yellow color to it, and I like this Coreopsis because it is a fuller blossom compared to some other types of Coreopsis that are out there. And this is another one that if you just go through, deadhead it once in a while, take the old flowers off, you can keep this plant in bloom right until frost. And it's a very easy, full sun plant, drought tolerant once it's established, and also another great one for the butterflies as well. Now, something that you can combine up really with this nice rich color of the Pow Wow Wildberry is this Agastache Blue Fortune. Agastache Blue Fortune is going to be taller than the Wildberry. This is going to top out approximately 2.5 feet, even maybe 3 feet in the garden. And once these start blooming, they're basically going to go all season long. Take the old flowers off to encourage new blooming. But this is a wonderful plant for butterflies, for hummingbirds. Some people even use this as a cut flower for in the house as well. And the foliage has a really nice licorice kind of smell to it, so it'll make it a great plant to use also for a deer-resistant garden also. Full sun, very drought tolerant on this. Another plant you can combine up that has a great long bloom to it as well to go with our Echinaceas is going to be the Scabiesa Butterfly Blue. And again, this is just another workhorse for the garden, like some of our other accent plants here, that if you keep the old flowers off, it's going to keep blooming and blooming right until frost. And you just want to take the old flower stems right off down to the base of the plant. Another great one for butterflies, and you could also use this as a cut flower as well. Full sun and well-drained soil for our Scabiesa Butterfly Blue. Now, it's not just perennials to go with our Echinaceas. Echinaceas will also combine with various shrubs as well. For instance, to my right here, we got this wonderful Miss Ruby butterfly bush. This wonderful rich color would combine up really nice with our Pow Wow White here. Now, Miss Ruby is going to top out approximately 4 to 5 feet in the garden. And butterfly bushes is another one that if you do cut the old flowers off, you can keep these blooming for most of the summer, even into the fall, and possibly up to frost. They're very easy to grow in the garden. If you do need to control the height on them, cut them back in March, early April when the plants are still dormant after winter. And a good full sun, or an area that gets probably at least 5 hours of direct sun a day, would be great for the butterfly bushes. And this is a nice smaller form to use for a smaller garden also. And the other thing you could even combine with them too, if you have for shrubs in the garden, is you could use the various types of hydrangeas like what you're seeing in front of the table right now. Any kind of hydrangea will work with one of these Echinaceas, whether it be an endless summer that's a blue, or for instance some of the pinky winkies and the little limes that we have in front of the table here will combine up really nice with our Echinaceas as well. Now, those are just a few of the things that you could do with our Echinaceas. And if you want to come on down to the garden center, we have a lot more things we could show you to combine up with our Echinaceas, our Pow Wow Wildberry, and our Pow Wow White. And I hope we see you down here soon. I'm Henry from Perennials Garden Center.